The more shows and games that try to predict the future get it right, the more I hope games like this one come true as well. Let's see what the future holds in Virtua Quest. Virtua Quest is an action-adventure fighting beat-em-up game developed by AM2 and Toei Software and published by Sega for the PlayStation 2 and Nintendo GameCube in 2004 for Japan and a year later in 2005 for North America. It's also a spin-off game from the Virtua Fighter series that even includes fighters from the series as well. This game has mixed reviews, but honestly it's a childhood gem of mine that I've loved playing in my youth back when I bought the GameCube version at the mall For Your Entertainment store. This game really had such a unique take on things such as the world building and the inclusion of Virtua Fighter characters and techniques in the game. Let's not waste any more time and really delve into this series with punches and kicks ahead.
In the not-so-distant future, mankind has begun to live in places other than just the surface of the Earth. However, human desire knows no bounds. Not satisfied with the real world, people have taken to living their lives in virtual reality, created by computers. The virtual world of Nexus. Conveniently accessible from anywhere in the world via network, Nexus has become a part of everyday life. As time passed, unmanaged, neglected areas in the data servers appeared. However, people continue to live even here, in the forgotten corners of Nexus. And then, there are those who access these forgotten areas and search for lost data. These explorers have come to be known as treasure hunters.
In Virtua Quest, you follow the story of Sei as his friend Hayami convinces him to join the Nexus and lead the life of a hunter in search of data chips to sell for a living. During Sei's travels, he finds a mysterious girl and also finds he cannot log out of the Nexus. This sequence of events forces him to fight an evil organization with the help of Virtual Souls as he tries to escape the Nexus, while also trying to save it as well. Virtua Quest will run you around 7 hours to complete, and possibly more depending on if there's anything else to collect besides the Virtual Souls. Virtua Quest shows you a very interesting world and a few interesting characters to boot, so let's see what this game has to offer visually now. The graphics for Virtua Quest are decent, but also a bit strange. The game sports a cartoony anime-like style when it comes to the main characters, but when you meet the Virtua Fighter characters, they come off looking more realistic than the main cast. If you can look past this glaring flaw in the game's visual design, then you'll enjoy what the rest of the game has to offer. I enjoy the designs for Sei as well as the other hunters you see along the Nexus, and some of the bosses as well. Their Virtua Fighter characters also look great as they do in their own games, and while the first few environments of the game feel a bit stale, they get better as you progress through the story. Virtua Quest delivers on some nice visuals, and now we'll see if the music follows suit. I have to give it to Virtua Quest for giving me some sweet jams to jam out to. The music in the Hunters Guild lobby really relaxes me and gives me positive vibes as I buy things with data chips and ready myself for the next world to explore. And the battle themes really get me ready to jump into the action. voice acting for the game is surprisingly well done in my opinion, even if the characters' models don't express themselves too well to keep up with the voice actors.
Didn't you say that your dad was a Nexus engineer? Man, I wish I were good enough to make something like this. Really? My dad's that good? I want to try logging in. Hey, say, wait a sec.
All in all, Virtua Quest is a nice visual and audio experience, but we need to dive into the meat of the game and see if this game has everything in the bag. The gameplay for Virtua Quest is that of a 3D beat-em-up with platforming sections included. You'll beat up your enemies, grab them with your laser whip, and pull yourself towards them to dish out a nice combo as you slam them to the ground. You'll even use your laser whip to access certain areas and also run on walls like a complete badass. As cool as this sounds, it can get pretty stale doing the same thing over and over again, but luckily, Virtua Quest has you covered with two features of the game. One of those features is the Synapse Break, in which time slows down while you speed up. You'll dish out combos which take your enemies by storm and devastate them with your skills in general. You can also show your enemies no mercy by using the second feature, which are the Virtua Souls. In this game, you'll find hidden Virtua Souls throughout your adventures that house data, or maybe it's even the spirit of the Virtua Fighter itself. You'll interact with this Virtua Fighter who will test your determination, and after defeating them, they'll reward you by teaching you one of their special techniques to use in your journey.
Very well. Now I shall teach you the true strength of Hakyoku Ken. Ha! 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 This is Moko Kohazan. Your fist shall be the power that allows you to forge your own path.
Through the use of Virtua Souls, you customize your fight style and the fun only gets better as you mix and match moves to create the ultimate martial arts machine in your journey to save the Nexus. Virtua Quest has very fun and enjoyable gameplay in my honest opinion, and really gives you a unique experience I wish I could see in more games in this modern age of video games. Virtua Quest delivers on all aspects and is a fantastic game I'd recommend to anybody. It's so cool and fun that it makes me wish we could have other spin-offs to fighting games like maybe a Soul Calibur quest, or a Tekken quest, or even a Street Fighter quest. Hell, go all out and let us create our own characters too, so we can not only customize our own moves, but make a very unique character in the process. Thank you guys for another fantastic episode of UnderRadar, and I'll see you on the next one.